And so now we can close with our Flintstones, Simpsons, Jetsons segment, and we're in season 2. So we're not going to be offering tips anymore on how they can up-level their practices. We're doing something a little different in season 2. Instead of just talking about AI, we're actually building something together over the course of the season. So the goal isn't simply to learn the new tools. The goal is to build the foundation that will eventually allow AI to understand your law firm. And Jenny, that's what you were talking about with your Chapter 13 objection workflow, which sounds really cool. So here's last week's build step was just to identify your assets. If you're a Flintstones lawyer, we said identify your 10 best forms. Not every document, but your 10 best. If you're a Simpsons lawyer, we talked about listing the 10 questions your clients ask over and over again. And then if you're a Jetsons lawyer, your task was to identify your firm's 10 most important systems, intake, onboarding, document collection, discovery, etc. That was last week. This week, we're going to start organizing those assets. So we're still not using AI, and that's intentional, because before you can teach AI your law firm, you need to be able to find your own knowledge. So this week, what we're suggesting for the Flintstones lawyers, create a folder called Best Forms. Put those 10 best forms in one place. Maybe you did that last week as part of it. Maybe, like most of our listeners, you just listened and you didn't do anything. But that's okay too. So this week, you're going to create a folder. You're going to put your best forms in it. That's all. That's all we're asking for you for this week. For Simpsons lawyers, start a document called Client Questions and give each question its own heading. And if you've already written an email that answers one of those questions, just copy it underneath. You're beginning to capture your firm's knowledge in one organized place. And for Jetsons lawyers, create a simple list of your systems. One page for each system. Under each heading, write a few sentences describing what that system actually accomplishes. Not every detail, just enough that someone else could understand what the system is supposed to do. Next week, we're going to take a different step. We're going to start cleaning those assets so that what eventually goes into AI reflects the very best of your firm knowledge. I have to tell you something. I'm working on a big project and hopefully it'll be ready within a year. Hopefully it'll be ready by next April when I'm in Orlando. And I have Team Accelerator. I have a whole course on how to become a bankruptcy lawyer. And it's all in transcripts. It's all together. I dumped all of this into ChatGPT. ChatGPT said, this is awesome. This is really going to help making your product easier. I said, this is great. Well, not so fast. I'm coding every day and I'm cleaning those transcripts and really making it into something usable. And the cleaning part, really hard part. Did you have that experience when you were building out your skills, Jenny?
Yeah, I don't think that you're going to build a skill and it's going to be operable right then and there. I mean, this is a work in progress, just like your forms. If you think your form is final, then you're not doing a good job. There's going to be a new case that comes out. There's going to be a new question being asked by the trustees. You need to make sure that you are incorporating that new information into your forms. I always tell my staff when we used to print everything, do not print more than five of that. 5 intakes. Don't print more than 5 341 documents or whatever, because I'm constantly changing them. Constantly. It's got to be an evolving document.
That's it for today's episode of AI Tools for Practicing Lawyers. Thanks for listening. We'll see you next time.